Hey guys, Wind Up Demolus here. I feel this is a fitting first video. I'm going to be showcasing my Skylanders collection. And to start out Spyro's adventure, there are 3 Trigger Happies and 1 Legendary Trigger Happy. And then we have 3 Gill Grunts. And to end off the starter pack Skylanders for Spyro's adventure, here are 2 Spyros and 1 surprise guest, a custom Spyro. Next, I believe this was the first Skylander I ever got, Series 1 Drobot. Well, the first one outside the starter pack anyway. And then 2 Bashes, 2 Slam Bams. The one on the right, for some reason, has a weird discoloration to it, but I think that's kinda cool. Next up, we have a Ghost Roaster. Now we have 2 Stealth Elves, and again, a weird discoloration on the right one. It has strange looking blades. Now we have 2 Whirlwinds, 2 Eruptors, and I never realized how heavy they are, 1 Terrafin, 1 Warnado, 1 Hex, which somehow isn't damaged, and none of my 3 Hexes are. Camo, who I think looks really cool, Ignitor or Igniter, however you want to say it, I prefer Ignitor, 1 Drill Sergeant, 1 Chop Chop, 1 silly little guy Wrecking Ball, 1 Sunburn, a Dino Rang, and last for the Skylanders, Double Trouble. And then there are my magic items. I have 2 of the Time Twister, and the only magic item for Spyro's Adventure I'm missing is the Volcanic Vault. And to finish off my Spyro's Adventure collection, I have all 4 of the adventure packs. Future me, put up pictures of the ones I'm missing. And next up we have Skylanders Giants. Starting off we have my new inbox Pumpkin Eyebrow, which is somehow out of place, but still new inbox. And then we have my other inbox figure, Scarlet and Genie, of which I also have one out of the box. And next up, I've got 5 Tree-Rexes, and a gnarly Tree-Rex. Then there's Hothead, Crusher, and a normal Eyebrow to go along with the Pumpkin Eyebrow, a normal Ninjini to go with the 2 Scarlet Ninjinis, and then Swarm. And to finish off the Giants, we've got my guy Thumpback. Though I also have Barkley, the sidekick one, but I don't know if that really counts. Then there's 2 Shroom Booms, and metallic green Shroom Boom, then 4 Cinders who are all maxed out, and a maxed out glow-in-the-dark Cinder. Then I have 4 Jetvacs, and 1 legendary Jetvac. I've got a Series 2 Hex, Series 2 Light Core Hex, legendary Slam Bam, Series 2 Ignitor/Igniter, Series 2 Legendary Ignitor/Igniter, Fright Rider, a Hot Dog, Series 2 Light Core Eruptor/Eruptor, Series 2 Metallic Green Gill Grunt, Series 2 Chop Chop, Series 2 Wrecking Ball, Pop Fizz, Series 2 Spyro, Series 2 Trigger Happy, Series 2 Double Trouble, Flashwing, 2 Light Core Prism Breaks, Series 2 Lightning Rod, Series 2 Zook, Series 2 Flame Slinger, Legendary Stealth Elf, and last but not least of the Skylanders for this, Stomp Smash Series 2. And to finish off my Giants collection, 2 Dragonfire Cannons. Next up, we have my Swap Force collection. Starting off, we have 2 Washbucklers, a Blast Zone, Trap Shadow, Stink Bomb, then Magna Charge. Then we've got the silly guy Hoot Loop, and an also silly guy Fire Kraken, Boom Jet, who's extremely underrated, Drilla Drilla, Night Shift, Legendary Night Drilla, yes, just those 2 halves. Then we've got Rattleshake, who's a very good Skylander, Rubble Rouser, also very good, Free Ranger, and the final swapper, Nitro Freeze Blade, Ninja Stealth Elf, and Headless Ninja Stealth Elf, one of the rarest chase variants, this is not a joke, haha, are starting off my cores. Legendary Zulu, normal Zulu, not sure why I'm doing it in that order, but I did. Riptide, Scorp, who is very good, Roller Brawl, meh, Star Strike, Popthorn, woo! My least favorite core in Swap Force because he was chosen over Wind Up on the cover. And to end off the Skylander part of it, Wind Up, or Wind Up Demolus as I know him, my favorite core from Swap Force, potentially my favorite core of all time. And next we've got my magic items for Swap Force. I have all 4, but I do not have the battle arenas. And to end off my Swap Force collection, Shipwreck Island and Tower of Time. Next up, we've got Trap Team. Starting off with a bang, we've got Wallop, who's just a little too powerful. Then we've got Nightlight, Nightlight, and Markered Nightlight in the center, the rarest chase variant ever, this is not a joke. Then we've got Nightmare and Nightmare, sadly I don't have the markered version. Then we've got Jawbreaker, the silliest of the Trap Masters. I am gonna cut that out. Next up, we've got Gear Shift, then we've got Tough Luck, then we've got Gusto, Air Guy, not at all Kirby, and now we've got Crypt King, who is one of my favorite Trap Masters. Then we've got Kaboom, who is an extremely heavy character. I did not know how heavy his figure was until recently. Then we've got Snapshot, the starter Trap Master, who is actually really good when max upgraded. And to finish off the Trap Masters, I have Blaster Mind, who is possibly my least favorite one. Don't kill me, please. Then moving on to cores, I barely have any for Trap Team. Starting off with Blades, I have 2 of him. Then we've got Deja Vu, who's really good. And my last core for Trap Team, Food Fight, is actually really good for a starter. And I have all 4 magic items. And to finish off, I have all 4 DLCs. Next up is the traps. For the first trap, which is Tech, I have the Tech Scepter, and in it is Moblobs. Next, I have 2 Water Tiki traps. The left one contains Chill Bill, and the right contains Threat Pack. And now, Life. On the left is a Life Toucan, which contains Broccoli Guy. On the right is a Life Hammer, which contains Chompy. Then we've got an Undead trap, and I have Wolfgang in there. Wait, no, Bone Chompy, sorry. I'm not gonna redo that. Now, my Earth trap, which is an Earth Orb, contains Golden Queen. My Air Jughead trap has Krankenstein in it. Then I have 2 fire traps. The one on the left is a Fire Torch that has Chef Pepperjack. The one on the right is a Fire Scepter that has Grenade. Then I've got a Magic Log Holder, which has Bombshell in it. My Light Owl trap has Luminous in it, and my Dark Spider trap has Nightshade in it. And finally, I have a Chaos trap, and I don't think I need to explain who's in there. And that was the last bit for Trap Team. Next up, we've got Superchargers. And for the first ones, I've got Dark Hot Streak and Dark Spitfire. I've also got the Stealth Stinger and Dark Supershot Stealth Elf, I think that's her name. Next up is Nightshade and the Dark Sea Shadow. And I've got 2 Stormblades and a Sky Slicer. Stormblade is my least favorite Supercharger. Again, please don't kill me. It's just my opinion, you don't have to agree. For the last ones that I'm able to supercharge, here are Deep Dive Gilgrunt and the Reef Ripper. Next I've got Dive Clops, but not the Dive Bomber. And then Big Bubble Pop Fizz, but not the Soda Skimmer. And that's the end of my Skylanders and vehicles, but I still have 2 more things. I've got the Chaos Trophy, and I've got the Sea Trophy. The final part that has to do with figures, I have Imaginators, and an embarrassingly and annoyingly small collection. I have Kingpen, Golden Queen, and the Fire Reactor Creation Crystal. That's all I have, also known as the Starter Pack figures, and I'm getting more soon on Saturday the 17th, I think? Yeah, 17th. And that'll be 12 days before the video comes out. So, I'm probably gonna have to add a section that shows the new Skylanders. Now, I may have finished showcasing my figures, but that does not mean I'm done with my collection. Because now comes the merch. Sorry it's moving around, I can't get it to not shake because it's a hangy thing. Now I've got some Mega Bloks figures to show you. First I have Flameslinger, then there's Crusher, then there's Cinder, then 2 Chompies, then 2 Enfuego Chompies, and then an Executioner whose axe I cannot find, so now it's just Executioner. And then the stat cards or trading cards. I will not be showing you each individual one, because I have all of these. I also have the stickers for them, but I don't want to show those because, again, there's a lot of them, and also some of them don't have part of the stickers on them. And then there's the first case, which is the Spyro's Adventure carry case. And on the inside of the closey thing, sorry, the lid, I forgot the word, there's a space for you to put the portal and one Skylander of each element. Then there's a spot down there for you to put the portal, and then all the other space to put your Skylanders. And then we've got the Swap Force carry case. And when you open it up, you've got all this space on both sides to put your Skylanders in it. Then you've got these, I don't know what to call them, but you were able to use them to put your Skylanders into the Skylanders website, but also in Skylanders Spyro's Universe, which was an online thing. And then there's these puzzle cards. You had to collect all of them to get an image, which I believe was the Swap Force logo, but I only have 4 of them, so I don't know. And then there's also all of these, which are advertising hats, characters, and character attacks. And then I've got these 2, which are advertisements for the dog tags, which is one of the first things I showed you. No, the first thing I showed you for the merch. Another ad for the Topps QB things, which were little stamp thingies, I believe. Yeah. And then 2 more, which are advertisements for the Portal Master Guide for Skylanders Swap Force. And then this is the box that I used to keep all my cards and whatnot in. And for the last part, before I get the lot anyway, here are my Portals of Power. Starting off, I've got the 3DS Portal of Power for Spyro's Adventure, 2 Xbox 360 Portals of Power for Spyro's Adventure, and then I've got 2 Portals of Power for Xbox 360 for Giants, and then 1 PS3, Wii, Wii U, and PC Portal of Power for Giants. Moving on from the first 2 games, I've got the Swap Force Portal for Xbox One. Then I've got the Xbox One Portal of Power for the Trap Team, which is worth over $100 and I have no clue why. And then I've got the Portal of Power for Superchargers on Xbox One. And last but not least for the portals, I have got the Imaginators portal for PS4 and Wii U,